Hi, I just wanted to give you a few tips that I've learned along the way as far as making yourself appear to be more awake and more alert than you actually are, because I know a lot of times us women, people in general, don't get enough sleep for whatever reason. We have sick kids, we've worked too late, we've gotten a headache, you know, just whatever the case may be. So these are a few things that I've learned that help my eyes appear a little bit more awake and my face seem a little bit brighter, because then when you're tired, you always have a lot of darkness under here, in here, I do at least. My skin seems really pale and dark at the same time. I don't know how to explain that. You may know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so these are just a few little things. We'll jump right into it. One of the things major things that I noticed that helps me appear to be a little bit more awake, even if I'm not wearing a bunch of other eye makeup, even if I've just chosen to wear maybe just a little mascara and some eyeliner in here, and then something like a bone color just to cover up the little veins and things on my eyelids, is to use something lighter and maybe a little bit shimmery on the inner corner of my eye. I'm actually wearing it today. I don't know if you guys can see it or not because I'm still not using my new camera. Deep breath, and I'll explain that in the description box. Anyways, so I use something a little bit lighter in there and a little bit shimmery. Let me show you what I'm talking about as far as shimmery as opposed to glittery. I don't recommend, especially for us over the age of 30, using something like this on the inner corner of your eye. It's just a lot of glitter, you know. It's almost like chunky high school glitter. There is a place for that. I don't believe it's in the inner corner of my eye. I would recommend using something like this. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'll just kind of keep turning it so you can see the finish of it. It's more of like a satiny, almost a slight shimmer, and I'm talking about these two here. Colors, or using something like, if I could get it open, this is by Physicians Formula. Just that white, iridescent, kind of a shimmery color there. That's what I actually have on today, because I'm using these eyeshadows. I was in the middle of filming a tutorial with that palette, and my battery died. Not real happy. Anyway, this one it's called Essential Eyes by the Color Workshop, and it was $3.99 at Rite Aid. So, you know, you don't need all of those eyeshadows. I'm just giving you some examples as far as colors you can use on the inside there. You can use any color you want. You can use silver, you can use white, whatever it is that you want to use. It just gives your eyes a more open and brighter appearance. Another thing I've used, I use one of these little brushes here. It's just a little tiny, this is actually just an artist's brush. It's a low Cornell 3/16 brush for painting. But I use it because it fits right there, you know. And I even take that kind of on the inner part of my nose there where I tend to get dark. And that works really well. Another thing I do is I like to use a brightening under eye concealer. I know that you've seen like Kim Kardashian always has that white look under there. I don't particularly care for that. I especially don't like it on me. I think that people over the age of 35 probably shouldn't use that magnitude of whiteness underneath their eyes. But this is a brightening. This one is by Revlon. It's called Age Defying. And my color is, of course, light 01. It's just one of those clicky pens with the little brush applicator on the end. I don't care for the brush as far as actually blending out the product, but I just dot the product on. And then I use a brush that I put away, sorry. While I'm looking at it, I found it. I use a brush like this. It's a 224 by MAC. You don't have to use a MAC brush. I'm just showing you and telling you in case you can refer to that. It's a super fluffy brush, and I use that to actually blend that out. I know that sounds funny, but it works. And then I'll go over that with my face powder with that same brush. Just dip my brush in there and very lightly powder underneath there. You don't want it to appear powdery, but you want to set the cream. Because anytime you use a wet product, you need to set it with a powder. So I set that underneath there to keep it from creasing really bad, or just kind of slipping off or sliding off my face throughout the day, and that works. So a brightener under there and set it with powder. And then again, for your eyes, you can use either one of these. And you're going to use it on the inner rim of your eye. I, right now, am wearing this one. Sorry, looks kind of bad because I just used it. I'm using this one, and it's just a flesh color, kind of like an eyeliner type pencil. It's by Anastasia, and that's how you pronounce it. You can get these at Sephora. You can order them online. And this is actually a brow highlighter. What they're suggesting you use that for is right up underneath here to highlight the brow bone. I don't like it for that on me. I think it's just too pale pinky for that for me. But I do like it on the inner part of my eye because it's flesh color. I'll just do it again, but it will brighten that up in there. And when you get that flesh color pink kind of color going on in there, it makes the whites of your eyes appear whiter and brighter, and that makes you appear less tired. So you can use that, a flesh color, or you can just go ahead and use a straight out white. I don't care for white particularly. I think it's a little bit too theatrical looking, a little bit too harsh. But if you are a very specially pale skinned person, sorry, I think I poked myself in the eye, you could use a white pencil. Anybody can use a white pencil, it's preference. I don't care for it, but it's up to you. Another thing that I like to do to kind of brighten up my face is to use a highlighting powder on my cheeks, I'll show you in just a second what I'm talking about. This one is by MAC. Again, you don't have to use a MAC product. There are tons of products like this. There's one that comes, it's Physicians Formula. It comes looking something like this, and it's also called a shimmer strip, but that's for your face. This one's for eyes. This, by the way, is called Pop Blue Eyes. This is a custom eye enhancing shadow and liner, which means you can use those eyeshadows wet or dry. So just use a powder that's something like that. It has some shimmer to it. This doesn't really have a ton of color. It looks pinky, but when you put it on your skin, it's not really pinky. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I have it on right there. So it's not necessarily pink. It just gives a nice highlight, shimmer, shine. You put the shine in the places you want the shine, not, you know, places you don't want to be shiny. And that just kind of brightens up your face. I put it there and there. I like to put it down the center of my nose. You can put it here. You don't want shine here because that just looks bad. But there's good. There, you know, on both sides, like in a C shape, there is good. I put it here on the top of my Cupid's bow, and that kind of just gives the appearance of a fuller lip. And I put a little bit right there, but not a lot. It's where the light would naturally hit your face is where you want to put that. So that pretty much concludes everything that I can think of that I do. I'm just kidding, I just forgot something. This is one of the most important, is a good pair of eyelash curlers, and mine are clearly used because they're dirty. These are Revlon, you can get them anywhere. If you have a fear of using an eyelash curler, or you just simply don't know how, you can go to any makeup counter. Ulta will do it, their makeup people will do it for you. You can go to a high-end makeup counter. You don't have to buy anything. You just walk up and say, can you show me how to use an eyelash curler? And the reason I suggest that, I'll just go ahead and do it. Don't do this with mascara on because you can very easily pull your eyelashes out. But I'm just going to do this for the purpose of showing you. When you curl your eyelashes, it keeps them from hanging down in your eye and weighing your eye down. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference between before and after. It just kind of opens up your eye and makes you appear more awake as opposed to drugged down with your lashes hanging down in your eyes. So I'll do this one and see if you can see the difference. I already did this once, but I didn't do it very much so I could show you. So it just kind of opens up your eye and gives your eye the appearance of being brighter and more awake. And then always put something on your lips. I just have a super natural, this is my natural lip color on. Because if your lips are pale, a lot of times when you're tired or you don't feel good, your lips go pale. So put a little bit of color back in there, even if it is just your natural lip color. And I'm just using the CoverGirl, they're called Lip Slicks. Sorry, there's no way you're going to be able to see that, but I'll try it. CoverGirl Lip Slicks, and they come in all kinds of different shades. And what it is a tinted lip balm, lip moisturizer type thing. So I just put a little bit of that on to make sure my lips aren't pale. And that really, all those things really help. So again, if you're not gonna wear makeup, you can still do a lot of these things. You can put a little bit of concealer underneath your eyes, even if you're not gonna wear a bunch of foundation, blend it out and powder it a little bit. Put that white pale color on the inner corner of your eye and blend it in so that you can't, so it's not like white and nothing. You can put a little bit of highlight even on your cheeks if you're not wearing a bunch of other makeup. And make sure you always have something on your lips. You can curl your eyelashes, put a little bit of mascara on, and then you instantly appear like you're a lot more awake than you were before you started this process. So hopefully that's helpful to some of you. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or any requests for anything that you'd like to see me do. Again, like I said, I had a tutorial coming for this look, but that didn't work out today. So maybe I'll try it again another day. And hopefully I'll be back with my new camera. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I really appreciate you stopping by and watching my videos. Thanks a lot.